Close to Abeokuta. I call it Abeokuta, close to ICT. This is a rabbit farm. Let me get the owner of the farm. Ask me a few questions. Please want to know when you started your rabbits, the short story, how many rabbits you had, and your success story today. Because I can see over this to 60 or 50 rabbits, and he told me he's been eating for the past few weeks now, if not a month now. He's been eating from the farm. Nice white meat rabbit. I'm going to post the link of the video when I was enjoying the barbecue and the pepper soup from the rabbit. Really, really delicious. So, Mr. Oldman, over to you.
I started this rabbit farm September 3, 2018 with three does and 2 bucks. Unfortunately, I lost one of the does while kidneying rather, and the other 2 bucks I lost them after 4 months.
Wow.
So I had to replace the bucks and doe. So let's say I started with 3 does and 2 bucks. So now I think I have over 20 breeding does after we've sold out.
Wow.
We have 20 breeding does, and I think we still have up to 40 to 45 about to be weaned rabbits.
So what's the male rabbit called and the female?
Yeah, the male rabbit is called buck. And the female is called doe.
Okay. It's good to know. So if someone wants to venture into rabbit farming, what are some of the tricks you've learned over the few years from feeding, taking care of them, and is it really profitable?
Yes. Honestly, I didn't start the rabbitry this thing for profits.
Okay.
And that was why you can see more as in rabbits more than this here.
Okay.
And because I also control the production.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
So you do that on purpose?
Yes, I do that on purpose. One, for growth, weight, and easy management. Because when you breed them and they give you litters or no feed to give to them, so what's the essence of that? And not just about feeding. Now, the housing. So because rabbit is prolific, so you can see this 8. The mother kindles was 8 liters, and they are still here, healthy. So they are 2 months old now. 2 months old, they are healthy. And this will need at least 4 rooms. This 8 will need 4 rooms. 2 per room for the next 3 months. So then you decide, are you selling it as bulk, or are you selling it for meat purpose, or you want to breed them, you want them to reproduce. So apart from the meat, yes, when it comes to protein, the protein is higher than that of chicken. The cholesterol is very low. So 100 gram of this, you see 20 gram of protein. That is 26% from 100 gram of the meat. So, and apart from that, the poo, you can use the poo to make poultry feed if you know how to go about it. And you could also use this to breed maggots and feed to your birds or your fish, depending on the size of the fish or your fish farm. So, and the urine also is for organic fertilizer.
Oh, for fertilizer too?
For fertilizer. And another interesting reason is one, rabbit doesn't make noise. So they only make noise when you try to, when mishandled. So they make noise for safety, just to for rescue. So that is what's wrong. Just like coming out. I think this is young. When was it inside? 24th of December. So there'll be 1 month old in another few days. Let's say 5 days, I think.
That's interesting. I think this is 8 or 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9.
9.
Yes, I think this littered, 7.
Okay.
So when this was sick, though
she's very aggressive.
Very, very aggressive. So when she was sick, the only medication we gave was natural medication. So, and during that period, when she was sick for almost a week, so in order not to lose the kids, so we had to give others for fostering to foster. So, and they are good at that. So if, let's say they give birth the same day or little days gap, so they will still take care of the day. So we shared, I think, 2 of these to this place, and another 2, I think 2, sorry, 1 was given to this. And this is it. So, and they are doing great.
Hey, can you please educate us a little on? I can see different colors, different sizes. Did you have different species or breed? And
yes, we have chinchilla, we have Isla, we have Angora, which is not here. Angora is not here. So we have Flemish Giant, but those that are available in Nigeria, we have the Angora, we have the Isla, we have chinchilla, Dutch. Yes, those are the 4 breeds that are very common in Nigeria. So here, Isla, Dutch, and chinchilla.
Okay,
that's one.
This one.
This one, yes.
This is chinchilla, right?
Yes. And this brown one.
Okay, that one.
Chinchilla also, yes. So this is Dutch.
Oh, this is one. The Dutch is one that you say is aggressive.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. And they can all be used for meat purpose, right?
For meat purpose, yes. You can see this weight. Okay, let's just weigh this to see.
Okay.
The weights. Oh, sorry. So you have to be very careful when
handling.
So and this type they take care of.
They are young.
Young.
They are good mothers.
They are good mothers. This is 3.59 each.
That's a lot of meat.
So after slaughtering, you can still get 3 kg.
When you remove
that
is if you tend to remove the skin.
Yeah, the skin.
But I think I enjoy it more with the skin, So that would be added value. That's interesting. So, in a nutshell, how many months does it take to raise them to, if you want to grow them for meat, to maturity?
If you want to grow them for meat, 3 months, which is 12 weeks.
3 months?
Yeah.
From what age?
From 3 months you can slaughter them and eat. But it's good to keep them maybe 4 or 4.5 months, but with good feeding.
Within that period, like how many kg of food can you feed them?
Have you been able to figure out?
Yes.
Yes, with 190 to 120 grams of feed per day.
Okay.
You can get 34 to 40 gram weight, as in gained weight. That is, you feed them with, that's a 90 to 110
gram of feed per day.
So they convert it. I mean, you have 38, 34 to 40 or 41 gram
Okay.
of weight.
We're looking at
So which
about
is also,
probably a ratio. Is it? Do I call it 2-to-1 thereabout?
Yes, 2 to 1. It can be 1 to 1.
Yeah, it can be 1-to-1.
2 to 1. And even with the pool, you can also use the
Yeah, which is also
so
yeah,
which I
very
need
helpful.
to
Yeah.
consider. No, the thing down go so bad, drink water. So the major challenge. No, major challenge and no challenge. For you to start rabbit farming, these are the things you need to put into consideration.
Okay.
One is housing. You must have enough rooms yet to be occupied. Because by this time they start producing and you don't have enough room, that means you won't be able to take good care of them, and you might not profit from it. Second thing is the feeding. So you only produce those you can feed. So and it's always good to start small.
Okay.
I learned my big lesson from other destination, which is the fishery, but we are still going back there. But with this, I started with 5. So I started with 5, but these cages, at least I built them myself. This I paid, and if you see, it's very injurious.
Yeah.
So I've injured myself, rabbits injured because of this, and we paid big sum of money to make this. So, and this cannot be compared with what I did myself. So think of the housing, get good quality stock. That is another thing. So if you see a farmer, buy this one for 4,000 naira, and you didn't look at what was the body structure of this rabbit before going for it, and knowing the history of the rabbits. Okay, can you show me the mother? What is the weight of the mother? And how many weeks was this particular rabbit weaned? And what was the weight when it was weaned? So these are the things we need to know before even buying a rabbit to what? To
stock.
Or to stock. So, and once you give them a good plain water and you watch their drinking, their drinkers daily, every day, daily, get good water. If there is need, filter the water before giving it to them, and make their house, their rooms very neat. Then you have no problem with them. Quality feed, plain water, and plain housing, and most especially biosecurity. Because if you have all this without biosecurity, so we are going nowhere. Because we did this biosecurity also because of one thing or the other. So, but it's always good to consider all this. You do all this, you put all this in place before you start the rabbit. So it's profitable, and then it's not necessary that you do it for commercial purpose. So you can do it just to eat. And I've been enjoying my rabbit meat now for over 2 months. But I slaughter 1 or 2 rabbits every weekend now, and it's just to maintain my own.
Yeah.
To maintain myself. So
can we see what the food looks like?
yeah,
Those who don't know what. Okay.
this is the feed, just like the poultry feed, just like fish feed, but with different formulation. So the highest crude protein or protein that should be in rabbit feed should not be more than, maximum is 18%.
Oh, they don't need as much protein as.
Yes, because it kills them.
Oh.
So they need more of fiber, digestible fiber, not just fiber. So digestible fiber,
Okay, like wheat offal.
wheat offer, rice bran, and even sawdust. So some feed millers use sawdust, which I don't go
You
with.
go with. Then what source of protein is that? Plant protein or animal protein?
Then it's plant, yes.
Plant protein. Okay.
Plant
Because
protein.
they are herbivores, obviously.
We use plant protein. And another thing is, after getting these stocks for good and quality production, make sure your dose is 5.5 months to 6 months before crossing it.
That is the female rabbit.
The female rabbit. But some people just go with, okay, 4 months because I read it on the internet, or 4 months you are good to go, 5 months you are good to go. It's good you let your female rabbit be mature, and the weight should be minimum of 3 kg. Minimum of 3 kg. Because if it litters, let's say it litters 6 or 8, you can now imagine the volume of milk to give to these kids, and by the time you win it, you don't have to wait for another 6 weeks before crossing it again. Because if the weight is already okay and it's mature, so maybe let's say you win them after 5 weeks or 6 weeks, you just keep it for another 1 week or 2 weeks to regain and cross again. But, and for male, it's good. It's over 7 months old before
You start using the male too.
using the male. But you make sure the male and the females are in good condition. So like this male is 3.9 kg. Is the bulk,
Okay.
3.9 kg, and all our females here, before we cross them, they're 3 kg, over 3 kg. So like this now, this littered, I think 6 days ago. I think the age of this, I think, is 7.5 months old.
Wow.
And this is the first time. It's the first time. Let's just
She's
wait.
she's really big.
It's the first time, huh? This is 4.01 or 4.02.
She's really, really big.
And this 7.5 months old.
That is interesting.
Yeah. So another thing is the feeding, so you don't overfeed them.
Oh,
That's another, you don't overfeed, because when you overfeed, there is chance for bloating, which many of them cannot survive it. So you don't overfeed. Underfeeding is even better than overfeeding. So, and with this now, this we give, this is like 200 grams a day because of
the milk, you
the
know.
milk, yes, production. And these are around 80 grams.
Okay. But
So,
apart from this feed, is there another special thing you add to the water, or you give them when they are,
Well,
producing milk for the young ones, or it's just
using
this
it
is
for the young ones, the feed is formulated in such a way. I think there is this thing added to the feed, fenugreek,
okay?
which helps a lot for milk secretion. And at times we give moringa, and there are other leaves that, like sunflower seed, though it's expensive here, but occasionally, at least I do give them as a treat.
Okay.
So the feed is a completely packaged feed with the essential nutrients required.
Do they
So
have?
what we have to their water most time, maybe the first 2 or 3 weeks, we give them G&G, that is garlic and ginger, and other herbal supplements.
Okay. For the mother to drink, yeah.
For the mother, yes, just to build the immune system and to pass it to the kids.
Okay, I want
And
it.
after we always we do deworming. 3 months organically, also naturally, using pawpaw seed.
Okay, dried or
Yes, either dried or
you just
fresh
give it to them
so
and
we just
they'll eat?
grind it.
Okay,
And we give it already.
okay.
So that will take care of the worm from
So
that.
you grind and you mix with water or
Grind or mix water, just grind it like paste. Make it a paste and use the syringe, this, and give it to them already. Good to go. And another thing you need to also consider when it comes to the housing, the temperature.
okay. I can see you have
Yes, I have that here. 32 degree. It's still okay. Even 33 is still okay.
so it must be. How can it be? What temperature is too cold or too hot for the rabbit?
This is Nigeria where you can't compare the coldness here
Yeah.
with even the coldness in Katsina. So
Oh,
at least
Jos.
we already have something to take care of that here.
Okay.
Tarpaulin.
Drop
Take
the
it
tarpaulin.
down, drop it. But for the past few days now, we've not been doing that because the temperature is okay, they can still withstand it.
Okay. I think another question I wanted to ask was talking about the feed. What would I call it? Can we use the same feed? Does it have different sizes, or does it have grower, finisher, and what's the sizes and the price
for
ranges
now,
like?
yes, I think we have the winners formula for winners. You know, for fast growth, maybe for meat production or breeding. You can get a particular head between 6 to 12 weeks old. So that is when they can really, grow fast. So if you starve them and after 12 weeks you start giving them feed, so the growth cannot be the same as if this same thing was given to them at the age between 8 weeks to 12 weeks. So we have that, and if it is for meat purpose, we have separate formulas for that, for fast growth. So no booster, we don't give them booster for fast growth, but we make sure we formulate their feed maybe with additional protein.
Okay.
But we're all in all, we are making this for meat purpose. And the fat is good. You can't compare the fat with chicken fat. Even you won't know when you finish 3 wraps of food with just the fat without touching the rabbit meat itself.
That is interesting.
Because of the taste.
Another thing I wanted to ask is how long between when they get pregnant and when
Yes,
how long?
28 to 35 days.
days? Okay.
28 to 35 days. And you can breed them again after 38 days. I said 8 weeks or 6 weeks. So you can 6 weeks rather, you can breed them again.
For the next
Yes, for next production.
wow. So does it mean that they don't have particular time when they are on heat? Are they always on heat all the time?
Always on.
That is
They're
interesting.
always on. So it is after mating that they release egg.
Okay.
They release egg few hours after mating. But it's always good to check their vulva before crossing.
So if I
Because it also increases the chance of fertility as in and even fertility like this now we can check if I think this also is have to be very careful with the nail. So this is not that ready to be crossed.
for the female.
Yes, for the male. No, it's not that. It's not that ready.
It is a female.
But yes, this is a female. But if the color is very pinky or purple is just the best. And once it's purple, just cross.
So that female should be around 3, 4 months, 5 months old.
This
That female will just.
they're around 4.5 months.
Okay, that was why you advised we should wait at least 6 months.
Yes, 5.5 months.
6 months. Okay.
Although it also depends on the weight. But 5
And they must be minimum of 3 kg.
minimum of 3 kg for best results.
So if I walk into a feeder store, I will just tell them I want rabbit feed.
Yes.
What sizes is it come and what is the idea of the cost of the
The cost
feed?
is between range of 3.9 to 4.1.
Okay.
3,900 to
Almost
4,100 for 25
kg.
kg. Yes.
Okay, not far-fetched from chicken.
No, not that.
Almost the
But
same.
it's not advisable you give them chicken feed because of the level of
Protein.
protein.
Yes.
You need lesser protein.
So is it advisable to give them fodder, to grow fodder for them?
You said?
Is it advisable to grow fodder for your rabbits?
Yes. Yes, fodder it's good if you know how to produce it and if you use the right seed. Let me say the right grain.
Right grain, yeah.
So some people use wheat, and why some people use other grains, and they have reasons for using all these grains. So fodder reduces cost, and it also gives them, enough nutrient.
Okay.
Yes, fodder is good, and we have our trays there. So we have our trays and start fodder production very soon.
Okay.
Trying to top them.
Or is it possible to train your rabbit with just only vegetables? Like water leaf, carrot leaf, bitter leaf?
Everything leaf.
Yes.
Well, we do give them
If you have
bitter
the
leaf.
access to it.
We do give them bitter leaf, but it's advisable you give air-dried bitter leaf.
Okay. Just like
And not every time.
just
So
like
it's
this ones here.
Yes. Medicinal, and so then they can mush meat while still getting the real distance from as in extracting it. But it's good you give them air-dried one.
Okay, like how often can you disinfect their house?
Yeah, I was even talking about the house design.
the
To tell us
house-
more about the design.
The house disinfection. At least the first thing is cleaning of the house, just making sure there is no poo trapped here. One, because of the kids. Because that is the easiest way of getting coccidiosis, and which is very difficult to treat. It's always good you prevent all this from happening by giving them the right, let's say, herbal herbs that will take care of that. But when it comes to disinfection, so after washing, at least you just make sure you use the brush to remove this on a daily basis, and weekly you can wash. For disinfection, 2 weeks is good if their house is clean. So 2 weeks is good to disinfect. So some people do use hypo or bleach, add water to disinfect it. I mean by using a spray. And why some use lab,
Okay. Lactic acid bacteria
which is more inexpensive to make
and organic.
than organic. But you must do it right. You must get it right if you really want to get the good results. So disinfection monthly is okay.
Okay, like for delivery, once they deliver, what is the medication you take from the delivery? Like for the infant, from the day of delivery, is there any need to keep them on medication, or you just leave them to mingle with the parent?
There are two ways to administer, maybe give them any medication, or just to administer some things to them for good health, okay, and to be able to take care of the kids. Is either you go organically or the other way. So the other way, using synthetic, yes, you can give them oxytocin for contraction of the ovary, or I think, contraction of the cervix rather.
Okay.
And they also use oxytocin to induce, because at times rabbit do have it, find it difficult at times to deliver. And if care is not taken, you lost your rabbit. So when you already know, okay, this is expected to kindle in another 2 days, and you start seeing some signs that, this thing goes, so you can induce it with oxytocin, and within 3 or 4 minutes it kindles. So, some people can also give them antibiotics in order not to pass whatever infection in their body to the kids, and also give them multivitamin, because we have our own multivitamin here, and we also have homemade multivitamin that we give to them. And even instead of the oxytocin or the LA, which is the antibiotic, we also have our own locally made one, which is organic herbs that takes care of that. So before the white men came to Nigeria,
There was something.
There was something, juice. And we, some people, a lot of tribes in Nigeria still use, especially in those states. So without using oxytocin or antibiotics.
It's interesting to know. Okay, I don't think I have any more questions apart from the design of the house, why you used this, and what's all this for.
Depends on taste and your pockets for house design. Yes, this is what I started with. I started with this wood, this pan. So I started with these 2 cages, this one and that one over there. So later we move to this. Then we came to this. So this check that is strong. I need to give you. We need to go to that same. What's wrong with this one? Kind of feel yourself. So you can't call this one winners now, you can call it a grower. Because winner side is around 800 grams to 1 kg. But this is 1.2.
1.2.
the seafood inside their this thing. Why not give them that?
But if there's light, they feed at night. Then we can connect light for them.
Without light, you can see they have halogen lamp. Their eyes is so they even see well with that at night, and that's when they're active. Early in the morning. Or
So in other words, they still eat at night.
yes.
Wow.
Even they eat more at night.
I'm not sure.
No, no question. Maybe what's the account number? What's my account number? And that'll be very simple to answer. Have you?
Okay. For those
Guys,
viewers that want to go into rabbit farming, I believe you have good stock for them to start, both a male and
yes,
a female.
We have good stuff.
So, would you like to share with the audience what your price range will be like for those who want to go into it? And I believe you also do consulting services for house design and training.
Consultancy, and it is when they come, we ask from them, gather some information from them, then we give our own recommendation. Okay, start with this, start with this, start with this. So we've advised some new farmers like this to start with only winners, and we've advised them to start with both winners and growers, so that they know how they can relate, see, experiment with the winners, while at least in another few months the grower is ready to do what? To start producing. And at times we start with winners and let's say one or two ready to breed those. So when they come, big price.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, if it is possible, I might get your farm address and details, contact number, and put it in the description on this video
Yes, we share
below,
that
so that they can directly call you and make all the inquiries when due. Okay, thank you for your time. I think it's time for us to sign out. It's been a great day here at the farm. Thank you for all your time.
Signing out.
So that